What should I do?
There's some there.
I know.
What do you want to do?
I'm sorry to hear that your legs are dirty.
Ready to go.
Do you miss it? The words catch me by surprise, but by looking at my brother's expression from across the table, I can tell he is genuinely asking for the truth. Although lacking a direct object, we both know what he's referring to, and I can't help but be baffled by his confusion. Of course I miss it. How could I not? I miss the bluest walls I ever lived in, and how they would stretch taller than I could reach even if I jumped on my bed. I miss the massive terrace outside my hallway and the fact that I had my whole room on a floor above everyone else. I miss my innocence and naivety, the belief that no one could hear my voice through the thick concrete walls. No one could hear my clumsy beginner piano playing, or the way I would belt musical tunes in the shower, or the whispers I would tell my friends at night. No one would hear the gossip shared in the barely visible dark time when street lamps would shine through my windows and the bed only used for sleepovers would be warmed up by only the closest of friends. No one would hear when my first crush confessed to me, and no one would hear when I said it back. I also miss the giant plot of sand in front of our street. I miss the endless possibilities we saw with the space and how it attracted all the kids in the neighborhood. I miss how easy it was for all of us to get along because of the incomplete nature of our surroundings. Things had yet to be built, and we used that terrain to our carefree imaginative advantage. Games were played, structures built, and sand tasted with myths of it being salt. We would exchange our uniform for whatever clothes we liked in return, covered in dust and sweat from running and screaming and dancing and playing. We were kids, and we were wild. We threw things at each other, we fought and we yelled. We were the loudest on the road, and we believed we were the only ones who existed. We didn't care who heard us, because the place we lived in wasn't the suburbia or neighborhood it was trying to build. It was a place with infinite land and curious adventures. It will always surprise me how easy we made friends with those kids and how quick it fell apart when summer came. Nonetheless, I will remember Maddie, Martha, and Edward. I will remember Charlotte and her older sister. I will remember Joseph and Jakub, and I will remember my friend Taylor. There's a lot more I could say, a lot more I miss. The weather, the beach, the drives, the Friday brunches, the sleepovers, the friends, the restaurants, the malls, the metro, the sights. But I can't possibly go as in depth tonight. All I can say is, the country I grew up in had many flaws, but I will miss the parts of childhood I left behind. And so I told my brother, yes I do, but I can never go back. So all I can do is remember and make the life I'm living right now even better. What I didn't tell him is that Dubai will always be home, and I will forever grieve the loss of it. I no longer have any permanent connection to it except for memories and photos. I will always perform mental math to convert a currency I didn't grow up with, and I will forever love the color blue. I think I understand now why it's such a big color in my closet. I will have days where I can't help but spend hours in the night on Google Maps, trying to see a 360 photo of a place I remember, trying to put myself on the screen and take myself back to a time when I was there. I will always scroll back on messages with friends I no longer speak with. I will read what we talked about and the plans we made. And I don't know if there will ever be a day where I never do that again. Because that will be the day I forget what it was like to grow up and what my childhood used to be.
Juliet, you're not allowed to climb there.
What a wonderful phrase! Hakuna Matata! Ain't no plastic craze! It means no worries for the rest of your day.